Comic fam, happy Friday. We got a top 10 hot comics list, don't we, Russ?
Oh, absolutely. And I am so ready to get into this one today.
Oh, we also have a freaking February Milgy Comics, ComicTom101, Lee and Hyuk Wolverine #1 variant coming
This
out.
is so hot, and oh my God, we have been holding on to the news about this for weeks, and it dropped today. Check out this amazing Wolverine cover.
That's right. We got Old Man Logan versus Logan. This is the first Wolverine series really to his own in a number of years.
Oh, yeah.
And every mystery mail call in February is going to be getting a copy. Dude, this book has an $8 MSRP.
I know. So you're already getting a great amount of value, and it is exclusive to the mail call. It will be not available anywhere else.
Yeah, we're not selling this online
Nope.
anywhere. So link in the description below. Join the community now. We sold out last month. And let's jump right into this list of 10 at number 10.
Number 10 on the list, we have Thor 412, which is the first appearance of the New Warriors team. Now, this is kind of cool because I remember reading the New Warriors when it came up, and I love Night Thrasher and I love Speedball. I mean, there's just a bunch of these guys that, again, it's not been a popular team, but those of you who are around my age will totally remember these guys.
That's right. We also have word that they're coming back.
Oh,
This
I
is
know.
actually similar to Wolverine. We haven't seen anything from the New Warriors in about 5 years, but they're coming back because of the Kamala Law.
Well, definitely, and that's good. We know that the writer Daniel Kibblesmith was working with Luciano Vecchio, and they're actually going to be releasing a New Warriors. And it's going to be a fantastic jumping on point because it'll kind of re-explain the team, and it's just a great time to do this.
Yeah, they're actually being put in place to monitor underage superheroes because under this new law, you got to be 21 or older to be fighting crime in our country. Exciting stuff. But this book has seen some gains. Where is it at?
Right now, we're seeing raw sales of this book at $12, but a high sale of a 9.8 for $190, Tom.
Yeah, this news has people excited. It has this book shooting up in copies sold 1,100% week over week. And I want to remind the community about the last page spread in issue 411 of Thor that shows their first cameo appearance.
Well, these have been minor keys for a while, but it's great to see them back on the list because this is a fantastic team that should not be overlooked.
Number 9 on the list, we have Annihilation Conquest, Wraith, issue number 2. We chatted about this just last week because number 1 was on the list. First full appearance of this Kree warrior. Well, I had mentioned that number 2 was a good spec option, and I think the community listened.
Absolutely. We're seeing this book going for $10 raw and $20 of a high sale.
That's a 190% increase in copies sold in just 7 days. And just to remind you, this is the first appearance of the parasitic creature made of the living darkness created by Null. And we know that there's a Web of Venom Wraith #1 one-shot written by Donny Cates coming out this year. And there's a good chance that that may relate back to issue 2, which is spiking a little bit this week, as well as issue 1, which has been spiking for over a year. But I went on eBay. I wanted to see how issue 1 was doing. Guess what? Still selling strong. But then I saw something interesting. Saw something intriguing. I saw something exhilarating. I saw a prologue issue that came out 3 months prior to issue number 1. And I saw in the listings that were going for $1, $3. This is something that no one was looking at.
Sure.
Well, in the listing, it says there's a cameo of Wraith, the freaking Kree warrior.
Interesting.
So I went page by page looking, what's in here? What's in here? And sure enough, one page, there is a shot of Wraith. This is a cameo appearance. And the price has been creeping up this month from $1 bin book to $10 strong. I think people don't know about this.
No, they don't.
All right, keep an eye out. There may be another book you need to add to your hunt list. What do we got at number 8?
Tom, we have an update of the Key Collector app.
Right, we do.
Have you guys checked out this new randomizer? Oh my God, this is so cool. And it's available to all members, even free ones.
That's right. Key Collector Comics, the sponsor of the show, use the code Tom101 to unlock a free 1-week subscription. But if you are excited about a new category, you don't need to be signed up because this is free to everybody.
Yep.
This is a category. You click it, and every 60 seconds, Key Collector puts 10 brand new comics in front of you just for you to learn about. Do you remember what you told me about the Overstreet?
I did. You came to me at one point in time, again, probably about a decade ago, and you're like, hey, Russ, how do you get to know so much about comics? And I said, Tom, go read your Overstreet. And you would flip through page by page, and you would read why this book was a key and why this book was a key. Well, you know what? The Key Collector app does that for you. And with the randomizer, you have the opportunity to just learn about books you never even thought about. It's fantastic, and I'm loving looking through it right now.
Yeah, it's a great way to grow your comic book knowledge. Just check out the free category. And then let's take a look at number 8 on the list.
Okay, Amazing Spider-Man 102. The Morbius hype is real. This trailer dropped and it looks fantastic. I am looking forward to it. And we have Morbius's second appearance.
That's right. His origin issue, and it's the first appearance of his fiancée.
Yes, the Martine Bancroft appearance is in this book, and we know that she's going to be in the movie. So this book has been spiking. It's been moving upwards. $40 raw, $600 for a top sale.
That's right. And that's an increase of copies sold of 120%. One thing I want to note is that this is a weird story. This is out there. Spider-Man growing extra arms. I don't think this is going to happen in cinema. However, it's a second appearance and it's spiking probably because the first appearance is going up in value, probably getting a little bit too expensive for some collectors. This is something we need to kind of take a lesson from. Those second appearances do tend to spike right before movies hit. This is an interesting book, though. There's actually 2 reasons why I really like it. I'll give you a guess what the first one is.
Well, my favorite one is, I think Marvel wished they had a spell checker on this.
Hey, that was it. That was the one. Yeah, notice Morbius is spelled incorrectly on the cover.
Morbius on the cover, and they just never fixed it.
Second appearance of Morbius, okay? But the other thing I really enjoy about this comic, rather, it's kind of fun info, is that there was a find over this decade of a lot of copies of this book.
Oh, yeah. I actually had heard that Mile High Comics' second big collection had a full long box of these that was released at a San Diego Comic-Con just about a decade ago. So there are a ton of really nice ones out there.
That's right. And it makes sense why there are so many available to the public. So it's a weird book, but also has some random comic history that makes it a little bit easier to find at higher grades at a more affordable price. Let's tell them about number 7 on the list, because Ex Machina, Brian K. Vaughan, issue number 1. We got to put it there because we're finding out that they're making this a movie.
This is fantastic news. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Brian K. Vaughan, he wrote Y the Last Man. He's currently writing Saga. They're on a break right now. He had a fantastic run of Swamp Thing. Ex Machina is his superhero story.
Wait, I thought it was about a robot. Is that what's going on?
No. It's about the one and only superhero, and basically he ends up being a really good guy right after the events of 9/11 and ends up getting elected the mayor of New York.
Ex Machina translated is the Great Machine, which is the name of this mayor.
Yep.
Well, at least his superhero persona. And you're learning about him and his past and, how he runs his city. It's pretty interesting stuff.
It absolutely is. And again, Brian K. Vaughan is a fantastic writer. Almost everything he does is just brilliant. Check out as much as you can if you can. He's really one of my favorite writers. And this is fantastic news.
There was a key alert that was sent out on the 10th. Books have been moving for a while, but we're seeing some big gains this last week, are we not?
Oh, absolutely. $25 for a number 1. And this was not in the $25 range ever.
125 in high grade. We're seeing an increase of copies sold of, wait for it, 3,000%.
Wow.
Yeah, it's Brian K. Vaughan, dude. It's an easy spec.
Oh, yeah.
It really is. And keep an eye out for this book at comic stores. I have a feeling you'll be able to find some issues from this run.
Oh, definitely.
All right, number 6 on the list. We got Eternals, but not like Kirby Eternals. We have Eternals number 1, Neil Gaiman from 2006.
Well, this is really cool because, as you know, I'm a massive Gaiman fan. I love Sandman, and I love...
Dude, you don't care for Jack Kirby's art as much as other artists I know.
Mm-hmm.
Your opinion on the Eternal stories, though, because they're very different.
The stories are fantastic, and this is great because this is bringing the Eternals closer to the Earth, not that they're dealing with the Celestials so much, and I really did like it.
You preferred that more than
I do prefer it more, although Romita Jr. is doing the art on this one, so again, take it or leave it.
Okay, well, you mentioned that it's a story that kind of brings the Eternals to our planet. It's a story that takes place more on Earth than in the stars. Let me read you what Marvel Studios has just dropped. We got some information, further synopsis of the upcoming Eternals movie that's going to be out at the end of the year. It says here, Marvel Studios, the Eternals features an exciting new team of superheroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Ancient aliens who have been living on Earth in secret for thousands of years. Following the events of Avengers Endgame, an unexpected tragedy forces them out of the shadows to reunite amongst mankind's most ancient enemy, the Deviants. And specifically citing that it's culling plot elements from Neil Gaiman's series. So easy spec book, and we're seeing that happen this week. What's this book at?
This book was going for $1 forever. I've put 10 copies into my dollar bin. They're $8 solidly now with a high sale of 12.
2,000% increase in copies sold in 7 days.
Moving and shaking.
And it's Neil Gaiman.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the cover's dope too.
I
I'm
do
like,
love this
and
cover.
now I'm like, all right, I gotta go and reread this. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's take a look at number 5. We have Mantas coming on the list. We have Avengers Celestial Quest issue number 3. Kind of came out of nowhere this week.
Is such a interesting one. Now, we know that there are events tied into this new Marvel event called Empire, and we have a character that's supposed to be showing up in Empire called Koi, Q-U-O-I.
That's right. All right, let me read you the solicit here, because we have a picture. Looks like Dormammu is right in the middle. I think that's him. We don't know for sure. But what does it say at the bottom?
It says, the Celestial Madonna heralds the Celestial Messiah. And since we know that the Celestial Madonna is Mantis, her son is Sequoia or Koi.
And Koi is the Celestial Messiah. So it lends reason to why this particular book is spiking, because it's his first full appearance. And a $3 average sale doesn't seem like much, but it's an increase in copies sold of 1,600% of a book that no one was buying. Go dollar bin hunting. This is out there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's something a little bit intriguing. His first appearance, you're going to see it listed in some places, Avengers Celestial Quest number 3, but you're going to see it in other places in Fantastic Four issue number 325.
Oh, this is so Hulk 180, 181, Tom. I mean, this is, let's get our fisticuffs out and start fighting over these appearances here.
That's right. We have a controversy that's going to divide the community right down the middle. Hulk 180, 181 status.
Totally.
All right. Avengers Celestial Quest issue number 3. Here's Koi's first appearance. Clearly he's there.
Yep.
But I'm going to show you an image that predates this by over 2 decades. 1989.
Wow.
Fantastic Four issue number 325.
Mm-hmm.
All right, comic fan, what do you think? I understand why some sites list this as the first real appearance. The first appearance. There are clearly multiple trees.
There are trees there, and they could very well be sequoias, and one of them could be Koi.
That's the reasoning here, is that there's these trees. That's the family. He's in there.
Sure.
Maybe not?
No, maybe
okay,
not.
tell me about number 4 on the list.
We have SpiderMan number 76, Tom.
Okay, so this is a book that we actually chatted about, I think, over a year ago. All right, so first appearance of
Loxias Crown, who turns into the Hunger.
This character is going to be in the movie.
Oh, absolutely. This is another Morbius spec, and we have confirmation that Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor, Fez and Bowties, is going to be in the movie.
And you mentioned something very important, that he becomes the Hunger. He turns full villain later, way later after this particular issue, in Peter Parker's Spider-Man issue number 4. But his first appearance is indeed in issue number 76. What kind of gains are we seeing post this trailer dropping this past week, which I'm so stoked about, by the way?
Well, we're seeing Raws go in the $12 range and a high sale of $85. This is a 1,500% spike, Tom. This is a lot for a book that was already on spec radar last summer.
This is one of those books that really kind of fell off radar for a while, and people kind of just poo-pooed it as maybe a failed spec, because we didn't hear anything about this movie for such a long time.
Right.
And then boom, trailer dropped. You see the image of Leto as the living vampire. People are in. I'm in. I'm getting my freaking fanny pack on. I'm so stoked. Let's do it. Grab my Jared Leto fanny pack, and let's talk about number 3 on the list, because, dude, this is, I said it, I think 2 weeks in a row. Like, dude, Star Wars variants, man. Star Wars variants. Number 3 on the list, we have a Star Wars, but it's not a variant.
Oh my gosh. So we keep talking about Star Wars Rise of Kylo Ren.
Dude, are you pissed that you didn't order more of this book?
I absolutely am. I absolutely
At this point?
And none of my customers were buying it. No one wanted it. And now everyone calls. I got 3 phone calls today about, hey, do you have number 2? No, I sold out of number 2 within an hour of opening that day. But number 1 is on the list.
Wait, we're we putting a variant on number 1?
No. Number 1,
Wait,
cover.
Main cover.
Yes.
Cover A?
Yes.
Wait, what?
I know.
Cover A? That just came out.
So number 3 on the list is Star Wars Rise of Kylo Ren, number 1, cover A, the main cover, which are selling solidly on eBay in the $30 range.
$30 for this book.
For a main cover that came out about a month ago. The action figure variants are going for about $25. I know we had the Carnero 1 in $25 on the list, and I think that was $60 then. They're well over $100, and we are seeing peaks of $150 for this 1 in $25 variant. This book is too hot.
This whole run is beginning to be a little too hot. And I took a look at issue number 2 that we chatted about last week.
Right.
That's still selling
It is.
strongly for above $70.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars fans, they're loving this run, and I think a lot of places underordered.
It is nice to see a good redemption story for Ben Solo.
Number 2 on the list, we have, oh my goodness, Young Avengers number 1 coming back strong. I haven't seen this book see as aggressive of sales since post Avengers Endgame.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there was a bunch of spec then about the Kate Bishop appearances and what was going to happen with the series. And I know we were seeing very, very high sales, but now back on the list at number 2, raw sales averaging $45, which is up from their valley.
And we have a high at $265 at a 9.8. I bet within 6 months, this is going to be above $300.
Well, you know what? With all of the Hulkling news,
Dude, it was weird.
this is so much cooler right now.
Yeah, okay, so we started the year out with Hulkling news that had nothing to do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Nope.
No, we find out that in this Empire storyline that we're going to get, that Hulkling, he's not the same character that we know and enjoy.
No, but
No.
he's looking pretty comfortable on that throne.
Dude, he's looking badass. He's
my
the
God.
king of space.
Right?
We have the king of space coming,
Mhm.
and it's Hulkling.
Yep.
Yeah, he's sitting on a throne. He's looking badass. Okay, so that's one thing. But then we're hearing right now that he's been casted for the upcoming Marvel show. Dude, Scarlet Witch, The Vision, what is going on?
They're really just trying to find a good way to tie in the movie to the TV to the comic book universe. And this is something that Marvel has needed to do for a while.
First appearance of Kate Bishop. First appearance of Hulkling.
Yep.
First appearance of freaking Wiccan. Like all of these
It's
characters
a solid book.
in this, and then they form Young Avengers. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to spec on this book, but seeing new ones kind of just come out of nowhere that have nothing to do with the show. Yeah, I'm pumped about this.
Absolutely.
All right. Number 1 on the list this week. You know, we got to put ASM 101 on here.
So much vampire love this week. Again, it's great to be able to see that trailer hit. Jared Leto looks great. Spider-Man's a murderer. Amazing Spider-Man 101, first appearance of Morbius.
Yeah.
Had to happen.
Dude, I think the thing that has now officially pushed this over, because we're seeing a spike in comic sales like crazy for this book, $2,700 highs for a 9.8. $2,700. This is a $2,000 book like a year ago.
Right.
At Con Floor.
Mm-hmm.
Easy to find too. A lot of people had it.
Right.
2,400% increase in copies sold in 7 days.
I'm seeing VG Raws go for $400.
It's
I
crazy.
mean, like, it's ridiculous how much people are paying for this.
And you want to know why I think it happened?
Why,
It's
Tom?
the last 10 seconds of the trailer. We're seeing the Vulture.
Mhm.
We're seeing that this is going to be tied to the Spider-Man franchise,
Sure.
which is tied to everything else.
Right.
Sinister Six. I see it from, we're a little far away,
Mhm.
but I see it in the distance,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's coming. Break out your annual. Like, we got some ASM stuff happening right now this year, and I'm freaking stoked right now because Jared Leto is he's gonna kill it.
Right.
I think it's gonna be a good movie. I think it's gonna be a surprise hit. And this is why. This is my main thing. I thought Venom was gonna be terrible. I thought it was gonna be awful.
Sure.
That movie was fun. That movie did really well.
Fun. I like that word.
Right?
I don't think it was that true to the things, and it wasn't what I
Sure.
expected, but it was fun. I do like that description.
Did you want the homeless people living under San Francisco? Is that what you're hoping for?
Not really.
The Lethal Protector storyline? I don't know. Comic fan, we appreciate your time today. Thank you so much. If you found any value to what we do, hit the like button for us. We have a giveaway that we need to announce, that New Mutants signed by Bill S.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. And it's going out to
Aaron 1176.
And courtesy of Scout Comics, we have White Ash #1. And they're hooking up 4. That's right. 4 of you will win 4 comics. We're going to be sending out 16 comics. Yes, that's what we do here. White Ash #1, courtesy of Scout Comics. You're getting cover A. You're going to get the retailer incentive. You're going to get the New York City Comic Con exclusive, as well as the web store exclusive. This mysterious town in Pennsylvania. It's got a lot of secrets, and it's got a fantasy romance narrative that is super intriguing. If you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, if you're a fan of Twin Peaks, if you're a fan of Sam and Dean Winchester, that's right, Supernatural, you're going to like this book. Go to Scout Comics, use that code TOM101 on scoutcomics.com to get 10% off your Scout order.
And if you haven't already, you need to download the Key Collector app. It is really the best resource on the market. I own a shop and I use it. All of my customers use it. Use code TOM101 for a free week.
I'll put the link in the description below so you can enhance your comic book collecting. We do appreciate your time today. You give us the best job in the world. And Comic Fan, as always,
Geek responsibly.
Enough said. Russ, how do you feel about not just having a Thor variant, you got a freaking Wolverine variant?
Oh my God, this Wolverine. You sent me the proof of it and I'm looking, I can't leak this to anyone. So now that it's out and you see this Wolverine variant, get it. We have secrets in store. We have special surprises. We are devious. There are things going to happen in the mail call. You got to sign up.
Yeah, we're just making it better. That's what we're going to do.
So
we're going to
awesome.
continually bring the heat, and you said it. There's secrets coming.
Yep.
Yeah, like we wouldn't do a secret variant. That's right, I said it. Peace, Comic Fan.